Jaylen Carl is with us here on Greensboro Sports Radio from Southwest Guilford. Good to have him in the house. And this guy looks like Desmond Sturdivant from Smith. You probably never met Desmond Sturdivant from Smith. He played for Hampton University.
Oh, where?
And it was at Smith. We call him Chunky. He's assistant coach at Smith now. He looks like Desmond Sturdivant from over at Smith back in the day.
Yeah, I know Desmond. I actually had a training session with him not too long ago.
Might have been, yeah. You look just like him. And he's got that same smile, that same look. And his dad, I don't know if you remember his dad or not. His dad is a UPS driver. His dad is probably the most, I guess, encouraged and optimistic person you ever meet, Mr. Sturdivant. But good to have you on board, Jaylen Carl. Jaylen, first of all, a big game this Friday versus Page. Just initially, what do you tell us about how big that game is for you? What do you expect about that game?
It's actually a really big game because, last year we lost to him. A really, really close game. But we actually ended up giving up, 45 yards on offense? Well, 45 yards on defense, and we still ended up losing the game. So this year I want to come in hard on offense, get some good scores in, lead the drive early.
And again, the score last year was something like 10-7. What was it, like a 3-point game?
It was only a 3-point game. 3-point game.
You've heard the name from Page already. I wrote this name down, Maurice Andrews. You've probably heard that name already. Have you heard that name at all?
Maurice, I haven't.
Okay, we got to get this guy on, Maurice Andrews. Got to let you know his number is number 5.
Number 5. Oh, actually, yes.
You can't. You got to get that in the head. That's what you're thinking about when you go to bed tonight. You're thinking about number 5. You wake up in the morning. You're thinking about number 5.
Yep, that's the running back. I know
that's
number 5.
Yep. That's how. But you might. If you didn't know his name, you do know his number.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And in a football situation on Friday night, you don't have to know the name as long as you know that number.
Yep, the number. That's where
you got to be focused. That's their guy right there. He's averaging 109 yards a game, 327 yards for the season, 2 touchdowns, and got to be able to contain him, stop him. And how do you go about stopping a tough back like that?
Well, as long as I play my gaps and get by that tackle, it's fair game. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hold him about maybe 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do what I need to do.
And you're averaging like 6 tackles a game so far.
Yes,
You've had 4 quarterback hurries, so it's not like you can't get in the backfield and create some havoc.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna create as much havoc as I can, and then plus I got a strong D line beside me, so I'm looking to do a lot this game for sure.
And a good thing for Jaylen Carl too in Southwest defensive approach, from what I've read so far, it's not like you're there just to kind of keep things cleaned up and sort things and knock them aside. You go back and you go back there and you make the plays, you make the tackles, you take them to the ground yourself. It's not like you're opening the door for your teammates to do all this stuff. You're doing it yourself.
Yes, sir, I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to do as much as I can for my teammates, you know what I'm saying? Take the load off of them and, of course, have some stats of my own.
And you're playing D-line, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you could be playing linebacker.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I actually play tight end as well, so, I'll do whatever.
How tall are you now these days?
6'4". Yes, sir.
And how much do you weigh?
245, 250.
Man, you could easily be a linebacker for a large – well, you're going to A&T, so you're going to be doing something big there anyway.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Don't work for the Aggies.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming up next year, and they got a big game every week for them as a big game. They got Elon this week. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one.
I hope they can get the win. It's going to be a tough contest. A&T with a new coach, got to get that program kind of turned around and going in the right direction now.
Oh, yeah, I love Coach Brown. Had a lot of conversation with him. He's a really good coach, and I feel like he's going to bring A&T up.
Did he recruit you, his staff?
Yes, Coach Lang recruited me at defensive end. Yes, sir, he did.
Gotcha. Now, who's your position coach at Southwest Guilford?
Coach Jay LeGuins. Coach LeGuins. He's amazing. He actually played at Georgia as a linebacker.
Wow.
So, of course, he's bringing some of his expertise from there over to me, and it helps a lot.
You talked about trying to lift up your guys beside you up there, left and right. Who are some of those guys to your left and to? Because if you're a lineman, you always look up. You know who's got your back, who's got your side. Who are those guys to your left and right on that line you're working with?
I got some big boys. On my right is DJ. DJ's about 6'3", about 320, 30 pounds. And then I have Willie on the opposite side, D-tackle. Willie's about my height 6'4", but Willie's like 270. And then also we have it in Robbie Lang, and Robbie is 6'4", 230. So yeah, we got some
good meat, good size up there.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, Page is in for a battle tomorrow night. That game is at Page on that turf field. That should be interesting too.
I can't wait to touch the turf, Coach.
It's just different though, I'm sure, but there's no way you can really practice for it unless you practice on it. So you guys can't do anything different to get ready for it. You just got to go back to your regular practice sessions this week, going over there and to see. I know you get there early. Everybody likes to get to the game. If a team does not get there early enough to walk the field, I always thought that is one of the key things before a high school football or any college football game. Get there early and take your time and walk around. Don't get there late and have to rush, go use the bathroom, run out of the side. Let's go, get on the field. Get there early, walk the field, and check it out.
Oh, yeah. Coach White, he's that man to get us there really early, you know what I'm saying? Get a little a field walkthrough, you know what I'm saying, then get our position drills going, and we're going to be ready.
Yeah, even when I broadcast, I like to get there and walk the field because I want to see what the field looks like, because I went to the field one of the fields this year went there, and we had, all that warm weather this summer. It was probably going to be that one Friday night. It was probably 90 degrees, 85 come game time.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to walk the field, but they had been irrigating the field before the game that day. Wow. And you start walking the field, you start, you're going, man, this is not good. This is real wet in these corners on these sides. You want to know where those wet spots are, and you don't want to get around those wet spots if you can help it. Because you get the wet spots, they just get worse as the game goes on. The field gets chopped up, and they get messed up, get messy.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why turf is actually really good.
It's going to be interesting, too. I think about the turf, got to be careful. Don't take too many pops on the turf, but, you cannot go into a football game, approaching the game saying, I don't want to hit the ground. Right. you got to let the body go and where it's going to go and do what it's going to do.
As long as you keep your legs up under you, keep a good base, you'll be fine. As Coach always tells me.
What about going back to one of the coaches I know at Southwest? I think he's not coaching now, but he did coach in the past. And I always thought he was one of the better motivators, better guys as far as getting the kids ready for the game from a mental aspect and from a positivity aspect. Coach McGinnis.
Oh, yeah. Coach Joey McGinnis, man. That coach brings me all the way back to middle school, you know what I'm saying? Played basketball.
You played for him middle school?
I did.
Whoa.
I played for him basketball and football. So, he was my basketball coach. He mentored me a lot of basketball and then as well as football. And then he came up to our to the football program in high school, did the same thing. Mentor, quarterback coach. He was really amazing.
He's a heck of a coach. I know he's not working, I think, with the team now. He's kind of dropped it down and he's still doing the middle school basketball, I think, and they had a great team last year there.
Oh yeah, he gonna get the middle school boys right for sure.
And his son, Joey the third, he was also a very good ball player.
Yeah, he was. He's in Pennsylvania now, if I'm not mistaken, playing football.
Yeah, still playing college football, still quarterback, I think.
He is. He's doing really good.
Getting the job done.
Oh, yeah.
What about Coach Marlon White? Coach White, what has he meant to this team since he came? When a coach comes in, most of the players just say, he's the best coach we ever had. I love this guy, how he's going to work for us. But you almost have to say that initially because he's your coach. You say something otherwise, that guy's going to throw you out the back door. But overall, in all honest opinion here, get your opinion, Jaylen Carl, our fine man for Southwest Guilford Cowboys. Tell us about what Coach White means to this team, how he's helped this team get better, and how he's helping you guys move forward as a Cowboy program.
Yeah, Coach White helped us so much. If you can look at a practice from last year to this year, it's so different. So much more structure, so much more work getting done. It's really amazing what he's doing. Also, when it comes to relationship with college coaches, Coach White has really helped me with it all. Knowing what to say, what not to say, what to explain to a coach, what questions to ask. Coach White has always been there to tell me.
And it's good probably having him too, having those college coaches come to your practices. He's probably getting those guys come there too and watch you guys. See you guys.
It's really truly amazing. He's a really great coach. I'm glad he takes the time out of his day because he has kids as well to just help us out. It's amazing. Now
talk about you're playing defense. You're the defensive leader, one of the captains, I think, of this team.
Yes, sir.
As far as the offense goes, tell us about your offense because I was talking to Demetrius Morrison to broadcast your game for us on our website. He's our broadcast. Demetrius, got to give Demetrius a good shout out. The good job he's doing. Broadcasting Southwest Guilford football on Greensboro Sports Radio every Friday night. But Demetrius telling me that you guys are kind of going now more toward a wildcat quarterback situation. How's that working out? And tell us how that's working.
Actually, it's really fun because what I'm saying. I'm on the wildcat formation. I get to block a few people. So we got a couple. We got Corbin that's in there running it. Darius Harrison. Yeah, Corbin Wilson, Darius Harrison, Cameron McCain, Corey Crump. We got a lot of kids that's in there running it. And actually, it's crazy because we're actually going to go into more of a pass formation now. So it's You know what I'm saying? We're going to shy away from that maybe just a little bit.
How about yourself? Can you envision yourself maybe with I'm on the line to block, but I step across the line, I pause, I release upfield about 5 yards, I cut inside, I put my hands up, and there's a ball. Can you see that happening?
Oh, yeah. It actually happened against High Point Central.
Already?
Got a 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying?
You got a 2-point conversion play?
I did.
Man, when it happens that early in the season, man, that's great because all that makes you want to do is do it more, get it more, give me the ball more.
It felt really, really good.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
Great.
Getting a break off, get a little quick route.
Was that your first score in high school?
Yes, actually it was.
How about in your whole career?
In middle school, me and Corbin Wilson were like a little duo because I played tight end, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like we were just scoring with each other. It was fun.
But your first score in high school came in that 2-point conversion your senior year against one of your rivals at High Point Central.
Yeah, exactly. It felt really good.
Let me ask you this. Who is your closest rival? Who's the big rival for – is it Ragsdale or Northwest? Who's your big rival?
Competition-wise, I'll say Northwest, but like animosity, I'm gonna say Ragsdale because Ragsdale's always been that that crosstown rival.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When you trade barbs with back and forth.
Exactly. You know, we're both in High Point, but the past 2 years we've actually beaten Ragsdale. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing really good with that. And then Northwest, we're looking to win that game this year.
Going to be the most important thing right now, though, is beyond a doubt Page tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Very important.
Got to get that game. Got to get that win. Let me ask you this: Colorado State at Colorado on Saturday. Is it prime time again for Deion Sanders and his guys? Deion, did they win on Saturday when they're hosting this Colorado State team? Do the Colorado Buffaloes keep winning with Deion Sanders in charge there?
I would be real. I think I'd be wrong to say they wouldn't win because they've been doing amazing. Quarterback doing great, throwing for 500+ yards. That's crazy. Him coming from Jackson State to a Colorado Power 5 team and putting up those stats is truly amazing. Truly amazing.
Ask you this: NC Central, which you know a lot about, since you probably at the Central A&T game this past Saturday, saw knew about that game. Central's at UCLA on Saturday, of all people. They go to the West Coast, play the UCLA Bruins on Saturday. What about that game? What kind of score would you predict for that game?
I don't know. I feel like Central may keep up a little bit. They might keep up a little bit, but UCLA is definitely going to give them something.
It's going to give them a lot.
Yeah,
I think it'd be closer, maybe closer in football than it would be basketball, but I may be wrong. Who knows? This day and time, you can't tell anymore because the schools are because of the transfer portal, all these crazy things happening. Things are closer than they were in the past. The wide margins aren't there like they maybe used to be.
Exactly. Like even looking at Colorado, them going from the lowest record they had last year to this year, coming out with a bang, winning. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen. You never know.
But again, your top rival this coming season, as far as the closeness between the teams, Ragsdale, as far as the competition goes, Northwest Guilford.
Yep, they are. That's most definitely the most competition. Yes.
Tell us as we go, Jaylen Carl going to close him out here at the Teed Up Indoors on Battleground, Davis Troxler's place. What does it take to beat Page tomorrow night for the Southwest Guilford Cowboys? They hop on that bus, they're driving home, everybody's happy because you guys just won. What will it take to beat them tomorrow night, to beat Page for Southwest?
Honestly, it's going to take everybody doing their job and just having fun with it because, sometimes kids, everybody gets so wrapped in and, man, I got to do my job. Everybody gets scared of making mistakes. Just don't be afraid to make a mistake. And, I tell everybody all the time, no matter what happens, just keep pushing.
So you make a mistake, the other guy's going to back you up.
Yep, they are. Always.
You'll take care of business.
Oh, yeah. Back each other up always 24/7 and just do your job and we'll win.
Appreciate your time. How much do you bench press these days?
335.
335. That's your max?
Yep, that's my max so far.
Wow, 335 and looking to do more.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Looking to do way more.
6'4", 245.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I'd say keep eating and keep training and just keep getting bigger, and maybe someday you'll be in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. That's the plan. That's the ultimate goal.
Brian Williams, back years ago, Southwest Guilford, made it to the NFL. And
yes, sir.
Eddie Pope, he came close, but I think he went to the professional soccer instead, Mr. Pope from Southwest back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of the best ever.
Yeah, we got a few coming out of Southwest.
We got some Langley brothers still doing some basketball, might go to the pros one day.
Yeah.
You never know about Kobe and Keyshawn, what they might do.
They doing pretty well. I see them at UNCG and A&T. They're doing good.
And they're going to play 10 more years because they got the COVID, they got the red shirt, and just going to keep playing the rest of their life. Jaylen, good to see you.
Yeah,
excellent job.
You
Thank you much.
Yes, sir.
Jaylen Carl with us from Teed Up Indoors on Battleground. We've got